Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about broken eyeshadows. My friend Face Glaze Beauty was kind enough to send me some of their eyeshadows, and unfortunately my cats knocked them all over and broke the majority of them. Some were able to be salvaged, some were not, and we're going to go through the whole process. I did have a little bit of a breakdown to begin with, so you will see me freaking out about it, and to be honest, my parents weren't overly, they didn't really understand that it's not just eyeshadow. It's not just, it was $300 worth of makeup that my friend created and gifted to me, and they were ruined. So I was very upset at the time. But, it's their cats. They do that. There's nothing much I can do about it. It took me a few days to accept it, and now I am going to be putting them all back together. This is my first time actually repressing eyeshadows professionally, we shall say. So I have some paper towel. I also have a quarter, some type of coin that's the size of the eyeshadow pan is perfect. I would start usually with just pressing the eyeshadow with the paper towel, but since I have the coin, I was also doing that because most of the shades were pretty broken. I did have to do this quite a few times for them to stick back together, but luckily I didn't need a mixing medium or anything. They all just kind of fit back in. Some only loosely came out of the pan, so some of it was okay. Like this pink one, there's just bits of purple in it, but I think once I swatch it out, it'll be okay. I also want to thank all of my friends who are super supportive. I did post a reel on Instagram and TikTok showing the broken eyeshadows at the time when I was still really upset about it, and everyone has been super grateful, gracious, and just very sweet, and making sure that I know to repress the eyeshadows and that some of them could be saved. So thank you to everyone who commented that, because that was definitely the first thing I thought when my brain was clear. It was, hey, let's try repressing what we can. Let's try to get any of the other colors unmixed. And I was able to do it for quite a few of the shades. Unfortunately, some shades were worse than others. This shade, however, repressed perfectly. As you can see, there's a little bit of purple, but other than that, it's pretty good. Honestly, the hardest shades to get clean were the neon shimmers, unfortunately. Topaz especially had lots of different colors in it, so I'm gonna try to swatch it out, but so far it's swatching pretty not like it's supposed to, if that makes sense, because of the darker pigments in it. So that kind of sucks that they all got mixed, but as you guys can see, they really got broken. There is a lot of eyeshadow dust left over. Once I had all the eyeshadow that I could back in the pans and pressed, I'm trying to clean the palette. It's going to be super hard to clean, so I'm not even going to worry too much about it. But I tried to get all the loose shadow out so that nothing else starts sticking to other shadows. I used a spoon to scrape out what I could, and most of it's just eyeshadow dust at this point. But it was actually really cool kind of seeing it all mixed together. But again, really wish my cats wouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. After I had repressed everything that I could, I tried to put them back in the order that I had them in originally, and this is what we got. Obviously, they don't look as great as they did before being broken, but they did still turn out a lot better than I thought they would. I do think most of the shades will be usable to the right extent. I'll just have to, swatch some shades a little to get those extra pigment out. But there are the shades like the first row, the holochromes. Many of those are unfortunately, I do need to get replaced. And like I said, my friend gifted these to me, so it just kind of sucks that this happened. But life happens, and Face Glaze Beauty is helping me out with this. They were kind enough to give them to me in the first place, so she's just a sweetheart and is helping me out. Yeah, and I just wanted to thank those friends who were there for me during this, because this happened at a really bad time, but I'm glad that, I was able to repress most of them okay. My cats are fine. They are not getting as many treats, but I still love them. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to go follow my Instagram and TikTok, MAKEUPBYTASHAXO. I just hit 1K on TikTok, so make sure you go follow me. See you in the next vid. Bye. So these are the other shades. These are the S shades. Wow, the S shades. Wow, I can't speak. Wow, but these ones actually mostly repressed very good. They luckily broke really separated, so I was really able to keep them separate. They are these ones broke the most, but kept the same amount of product, if that makes sense. The black one, I just had to swatch to get the extra color out. This one was actually perfectly fine, not broken at all. So way better outcome than I thought.